So everyone's saying MOC 12 is like power creep and super bad, super hard, super duper hard, and you can't beat it with the old characters. I've seen a lot of arguments, like a lot of people, like a lot. I also looked at the numbers a while back, and it is true that the MOC had a massive power spike, and that's very cringe, not gonna lie. Like, it's significantly more difficult. I did try a lot of, like, stupid teams, like this absolutely garbage team, but I did try a lot of teams, and a lot of the outdated ones. I couldn't 3-star. I can 2-star with min-maxed old, like, oldish characters from a while ago. I can 2-star, but that's actually insane. Like, on the first one, I'm already down to, like, 21 or 22, like, turns left. So off, just off the rip, right when I'm done with the first one, already I have 2 cycles left, and then I don't get the 3rd star. So yeah, I do stand corrected, because my original belief was no, it's not difficult. Like, I literally was using the teams I always use, just these two. Like, this one is like low spending, and then this one is free to play, and I low diffed it. Like, these are not like super new characters, but they are definitely meta. But I low diffed it, I auto cleared it, didn't even notice what mobs we had. Like, I genuinely didn't know, which is pretty crazy. But if you look here, the data kind of proves me wrong, because I was saying for a while that the power creep wasn't bad, and I was right. Like, I will still stand my ground right now. Like, I was right. Like, the power creep wasn't too crazy. There was a spike here, and I remember that. And that's when, like, power creep was brought up a bit, or like when I seen a lot of people complaining. Then it went back down, and then I thought it was like a one-time thing, and then like all of this was pretty easy. But what the fuck is this shit, bro? What is this? Yeah, no, I think my argument's cooked. I think I'm just flat out wrong here. What is this? Like, that's not the one that we're on. The one that we're on right now is this one. You see these mobs? It's Strife of Creation. Yes. What the actual fuck is this? That is a 50% increase. 50%. That's 5 million. And the other one, I don't want to do the math, but that's a lot. That's a power spike. Like, that is a power spike. When they spike the power all the way up to the moon out of nowhere. Don't worry, the next one's going to plummet, and the next one's going to be a breeze. But, RIP if you're single target, though. If you're single target, you're actually just dead. But, what in the hell? Big yikes. Big yikes. Big L in the chat for Starro. What is this, dude? Why? Like, I get you want to make content harder, but power creep? Power creep? Bruh. So, okay. I had a comment saying that, like, Starreal never listens. Yeah, no, they listen. They listen. Yeah, they listen. Next one is immediately a giant downgrade. And then the one after that's, like, even more of a downgrade. And these are trusted sources. I could spoil what the mobs are next. Yeah, get spoiled. Easy. So, I fucking hate this. I hate how she always pops up, dude. Every time. Yeah, single target is a big L. Like, it's a big, big rip. Single target's cooked. Single target's cooked. 2 of these and 3 mobs. But yeah, Matt, like, a lot less health going forward, so Starreal did listen. They are planning to change the HP down a bit, scale it down. Thank God. But there we go. This is what we're dealing with right now, and I do stand corrected. Like, I'll say it again. I do stand corrected. This is the actual graph of the health. So starting here and then going all the way from the beginning. That's insane. This is more like, this one is the one, and this one right here. This one's the good one to reference, because these were, like, extremely easy. This is a good difficulty. I'd say this is good difficulty. Even this is a good difficulty. But 6 million versus 15 million is kind of crazy. Even if you go one before, that's 10 million versus 6 million. You got 7 million versus 3 million. That's just not okay. Like, that is genuinely not okay. I was doing a lot of testing, and I was going to show you the footage, but that shit was boring as hell, and it took like 20 minutes, and I already put out like 3 1 hour long videos, so screw that. I'm already stretching this video on accident. But I will test out this team. Okay, Sam just did 500,000. Sam can cook, so I don't know exactly when Firefly was released, but Firefly and Acheron, well, Acheron's like super meta, so I always had to exclude her. But Firefly, I think she's kind of new. I genuinely don't remember when she was released. I genuinely do not. But I do know Firefly can absolutely low diff free to play, like E0, S0, like low diff. She's devious. Firefly actually, if you got her, I think she might be S0. If you got her when she first came out, like one of the best things you could have done was got her like high Eidolons and her light cone. She would have been hard carrying you for like an actual year, because I remember some of the characters will carry you for over a year. That was one of the things. Like, I was using Jing Liu. I used Jing Liu for like a year or something. I can't remember how long it was, but I used her for a very long time. I played a lot of games with like PowerCreep and stuff, so me using like one character, especially Acheron, Acheron's literally negative diffing everything. But I did cheat a little bit. I do have Eidolons here. I plan on getting her to E6 and just completely wailing out on her, but I don't have the money for that, so I have to save up for like 3 reruns, sadly. But I even got all of her best characters, which is pretty amazing. But yeah, some of the characters you can use for a very long time. You just have to watch out for characters that are like Kafka. Kafka was fucking terrible. Like, I'm sorry to break it to you, but Kafka was doing worse DPS than Jing Yuan. She was doing worse DPS than Jing Yuan when she first released. So if you're gonna compare characters, don't compare Kafka. Like, a good one to compare to is Jing Liu, because she was the meta, like one of the early metas. Jing Liu is, in my opinion, one of the best ones to compare for power creep. And yeah, she cannot clear it on a 3-star. She could probably clear it on a 2-star. Maybe. Jing Yuan keeps getting buffed every patch. Literally every patch she's getting buffed, like indirectly. It's the funniest thing ever. But so my original stance, power creep isn't bad, and I actually do stand corrected. I was proven factually wrong with the power creep. Like, there's even stats to back it up. Like, I did the research just to get smacked in the face. But yeah, it's not as bad as other games. I've played a lot of games. Like Guardian Tales, I remember had some crazy power creep originally. Like early on. That's one game. Like, I played a lot. I don't remember the names of most, but like power creep is in every game. Star Rail has a below average, besides when they spike the MOC. That's insane. Like, that is a giant spike. Like, you've seen the graph. Like, that's stupid. Like, that's stupid. Genuinely. Also, characters like the Herda and Acheron, they're the Archons of Star Rail, just as a reminder. So if you ever like are looking at the Herda and Acheron, like, they are Archons. Like, these are Archons, so expect Archon levels of damage. But other characters, especially Sam, not an Archon, maybe, but not an Archon. She does some crazy damage. Like, I was comparing her to Jing Yuan, and while attacking in the burst mode with like no break, no nothing, so it's just like raw damage, just raw, she was doing more than Jing Yuan. Jing Yuan had to do a skill ultimate and then follow-up attack to match a single skill on Firefly. So the power creep is it's definitely pretty huge. Like, he is the powerhouse. Even in the lore, he's the powerhouse of the the Shienzo, and she's the powerhouse of the one team that I can't remember. I think I'm pretty sure that she is. At least she's treated like it. So these are very good to compare lore wise and everything, and she just does like just so much more because Jing Yuan, you have to get the energy back to do that combo again, and then her, no, she just does it immediately, right? Immediately again, and then again, and then again. So, yeah, she does sacrifice a lot of health, but just use Gallagher well now. But I do believe the power creep is like really bad. I genuinely believe it's pretty crazy. Like the power creep isn't. I can't stress to you enough. It's not as bad as like other games, and it's not just like, oh, Dislight had this $2,000 like bullshit. No, like I mean, compared to a lot of games, I'm still using characters that are over a year old, and they're still clearing some of the hardest content. MOC started doing some funny stuff, and that's actually about to cook me. If it would have went up again, I actually would have struggled horrendously. But Akron already had a rerun a while ago, and there's some other characters. I can't remember how long ago some of them were. I would use Kafka every once in a while, but she can't really clear the hardest content. Like Jing Yuan, he can clear like some pretty late game stuff. But some of these characters are very old, or just pretty old, and they can clear some stuff that is like super hard even now. So I definitely say to the people saying that power creep is like pretty bad, I would say yes and no. Yes, because it just is. That MOC is insane. Like, the graph does not lie. But also, no, you can use some pretty old characters and clear some, like, crazy hard content. I'm pretty sure you've seen videos of people doing, like, 1,000,000 damage with, like, Jing Yuan or something. But I'm not one of those, like, crackheads that's gonna do some crazy shit like that. Like, I'm a lot more down to earth, so I would test out some, like, pretty normal builds. Normal, yes. 80 to 120. But yeah, I would test out some, like, some pretty normal like more like obtainable, non like psychopathic builds, and I did that, and I was only able to 2-star and not 3-star, so that's actually a bit tragic. But yeah, that's all I have for today, even though I already uploaded a video, which is insane. Going sicko mode right now. Views are blowing up. I don't know why. It's trending for some reason. I got like I'm getting close to 500 views, which is wild. Thank you guys. Thank you a lot, actually. The video was terrible, in my opinion. It's blowing up, but yeah, you guys beat me. You guys beat me in an argument. So, yeah, RIP Power Creep. Thank God Mihoyo don't listen, but Star Rail listens sometimes, and they did listen. So, GG, I guess. Power Creep got bad, now it's going back down because everyone's hating on Mihoyo, so there we go. Just careful when you play other games, though. Like I said, other games have power creep a lot worse. Like, a lot worse. I know the damage, like, big damage was 100k to 200k. Now it's, like, 300k to 400k. And if you have certain characters, it's close to 1,000,000. But other games, in 1 year, the damage went from 60,000 to, like, 2,000,000. In 1 year. Any characters you have are terrible and can't clear anything. So, yeah, good thing Mihoyo nerfed that. The graph went all the way up and then went all the way back down. Because fuck that. If it would have kept going, Star Wars would have been on that list. It would have been on that list of games that have horrible power creep. And see ya.